Crypto. APE coin. Well, it's been a minute since I covered this coin on the channel, but I think you guys are going to be very pleasantly surprised. I'm on here on the daily chart. Things are looking really good for APE coin. Now, we've broken out of a falling channel pattern, but there's a much bigger pattern at play here that will play into the long term, and we'll talk about that in just a second. It's not confirmed yet, but it's a very strong, powerful pattern that's been playing out very well in the other altcoins. No reason why it won't do it here. But currently, you see, we got a breakout of this falling wedge, and we have a measured move, which APE coin has hit this measured move, coming up to about $6.31. Target met. Okay, so we can expect a little pullback. That's quite natural. Now we'll get to our indicators in a second, but I want to tell you what I'm looking at right now. We got a golden cross here where the 50-day EMA, a moving average, crosses above the 100 EMA. Extremely bullish. That is an official buy sign, and money will follow that sign and come into this. We are also above the 200 EMA on the daily. That's very huge. At this point in our market cycle, we've got these unique opportunities here where things are starting to turn around. So we want to find support at this, and currently that's about $5.42. If we get a pullback, these are the areas I'm looking at coming back to, somewhere around this 50% Fibonacci area, which is about $5.15, on up to the 618 Fibonacci area of about $5.79. I got it identified with this yellow box right here. Now, if we break below that, there's something else going on, but it is quite possible we got to talk about this, getting a retest back down to the areas that we broke out of this channel, which was about $3.87. We have to throw that out there, but the Ichimoku cloud right here, very thin, very spindly, signaling there's still some more upside. It's nothing like over here where we got a little bit thick, fell through price. We're not looking at that scenario at the moment. Now, before I get on to the bigger pattern that I want to show you, let's just go ahead and go over some of the targets that we still have here, just based on this move from right here to right here on this falling channel. Once we get above $6.40 area, we're going to have to flip that for support, right? And that corresponds with this area over here, breaking out of this zone. We'll next have to contend with this area right here, about $7.56. Let me go ahead and mark that. We may trade sideways. More than likely, we kind of will. And at some point, we'll break above that, and we may kind of handle out, because that's what happens when you have an Adam and Eve double bottom. This is a possibility, has not been confirmed, will not be confirmed till we get up in this area right over here. But clearly, you can see that playing out, and it has been playing out on a lot of other altcoins. Played out on the Ethereum, and Ethereum skyrocketed. So here, let me zoom out just a little bit for you. I'm expecting price possibly pull back to the areas we talked about, work our way up to this lip. We're forming a lip, kind of a very rounding shape here. That will complete this pattern, and that's going to be $6.71. Let's look at the measured move for this. Taking that, putting that to the breakout area, measured move for this pattern will take us up to $12.60. Oh, my colors just changed there. I do expect a hiccup in this area, and see, there's some resistance right there, and it was support, and now we flip that to resistance. So we're going to have a little hard time somewhere about $10.63 on up to about $10.85 in that little range. Once we get past that, we can fulfill our measured move, $12.50. We've even got higher targets. Now, these are just based on Fibonacci levels from this particular move, right? Coming in at $14.43 and $16.17. When I take into consideration this whole move, we can see that we can come up easily to $18.25. That's our 618 Fibonacci for this whole area. Price often comes up to that area for a retest. A lot of times it gets rejected, but when it does break through that, it is really off to the races. But just the fact of getting up to $18.25, and I'm not being a moon boy, I'm not playing moon math, this is actual real statistics that play into this bottoming pattern. And if Bitcoin does what it's supposed to do, if it continues on up, if Bitcoin stays above the 200 moving average, and our altcoins are staying above the 200 moving average, this is on the daily, this is officially bull territory. Now, by all means, I'm not telling you just to diamond hand this. It is my thoughts and feelings that you accumulate in these bottom areas, and you sell up as we go up. You take profits along the way. Where you choose to do that is your choice. Personally, I would be looking here, here, the measured move, here, and there. Will we make it up this high? Hard to say, but we should at least make it up to this area at $10.66 and $12.50 after this one pattern completes and confirms. This area should not be an issue. Now our daily indicators are a little bit spin, okay? Stochastics aren't looking that bad. They are still down. They still got some room to go. Money flow's kind of leveled off. VWAP is coming down. So, maybe some sideways actions, maybe that pullback we're talking about, right? We do have some bearish divergence there. We've got that on just about everything right now. That is something to be aware of, and that could signal a pullback. That could signal a reversal. That's normally what it does. Instead, what we could possibly see is a reset in the RSI just enough. If things get bullish enough, and we'd have to see a good move out of Bitcoin for this to happen. The only way that this would happen, to go ahead and push us up quickly to these targets, that can nullify this bearish divergence because the RSI would come up. If you see this down here, it would go up, meaning that angle's going up and the price is going up, and that bearish divergence would be nullified. Now that can happen in a parabolic move out of Bitcoin, which means a parabolic move out of these altcoins, and that's what we're watching for. However, if we don't see that, we will have to take this bearish divergence into consideration that, hey, we may come back down. The area, the lowest that I would actually look for is where the 50 crossed the 100 EMA here. That's about $4.56. I really don't see it playing out past that. Usually doesn't. Should usually stop there if nothing else if we break through this, but it could come on back down to these trend lines down to 316. But I'm not seeing signs of that being an issue anywhere at the moment. Right now, things are looking bullish, and we do have this potential pattern to complete, and it's doing a very good job. Until next time, my name is Lane. If you found this information helpful, hit that like button. Remember, you got this, baby. Be blessed.
If you like what you see, then please subscribe, eh? And if you like what we do, then smash that like button too. And if you like to drink it down, leave a comment down below. I like radar crypto. I like radar crypto. I like radar crypto.